Hi, Aries, and welcome to your November 2024 read. Welcome to my channel. This read is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Grateful every day, right? Okay, let's get a past life oracle. That is the karmic thread we perhaps are working on in this lifetime to clear. Finances. Okay, so what we do for a living, how much time we spent at work, are we overworked? Do we feel like we can't get ahead? This is all from another lifetime, so it's bleeding into this lifetime, which could be also about how you value yourself and others. Cinnamon, which is very, I'm not into spells or any of that stuff. But if you put cinnamon in your wallet, stick, like a stick or two, in a clean wallet, it does definitely bring finances. It's a good luck charm, and it is Chinese driven. Okay, so this month I'm going to do the reads a little differently, where I am going to use the entire deck for the narrative, because the story, I just decided for the storyline to kick in its entirety, right? Let's see how it goes. And then comment below and let me know if you like it. Okay, let's go. Aries. I'm just going to pull out some cards and then we're just going to see what's going on. Look at, right off the bat, it is about how we handle our money, how we spend it. Some of you could be going to court to claim money. You have maybe a court issue that's pending about financial gain, or maybe you are owed money, who knows, unclaimed government money, taxes, what have you. Yeah, it's something that maybe you don't see it coming back to you. So either someone owes you money, or you don't know that this is coming in the mail. Excellent, right? Good. So it's been a struggle to get this money. Yeah, you've been waiting for it. Okay, some of you don't know about this extra money. Others of you have been waiting for it, or you went to court and said, I'm patiently waiting for this money. It's been a struggle, but it will come. See, the wheel's there. 4 days, 4 weeks. Okay? You have worked hard for it. And it's not easy. It's been a struggle. You knew that the only way to get this money was to bide your time. So, if it is unclaimed money from the government, you're just biding your time because you know that they owe it to you, or someone owes it to you. Or maybe you're waiting for a raise from your boss. You've been working hard. They haven't acknowledged it yet. You've been there for a minute and it's like, what the heck, right? And, unfortunately, in this 3D materialistic earth plane that we're on, that's the motivation, right? Isn't it all about, well, if I'm doing a really good job, why aren't they paying me or giving me the raise, annual raises, etc.? You could see that it's all about your finances in this lifetime too. So let's keep going and seeing let's see I feel like you're finally, and I'm going to say this, in another lifetime, you probably were a little withdrawn, taken back in terms of being the Aries that you are now, assertive, like taking action, like this is not going to happen again. And that's why maybe you're biding your time, but you're being assertive in doing so. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're like, I'm not letting anyone put anything past me. There's no way. I'm not going to let it happen. If it already happened, then you stuck up for yourself. And this could be also a court case if for others, okay? Whoever this resonates with, this could be child support and or alimony. And this has been deeply affecting you subconsciously. It's been bugging you. Look at this. You have been waiting forever for this money, for a payout, for justice. Look at that. And the sun comes out. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so you're doing exactly what you should be doing. You're biding your time. You've been very assertive in letting people know if they have tried to cheat you, not pay you what you're worth, not give you that raise, or someone wants more alimony or child support or what have you. It's like, wait a second. And it's happy. It's like, okay, I got it. Look at that. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We do have Libra and Taurus right here as well. So this could be an old boss. This could be a brother, a father. This could be a father, mother, right? It could be a sister. Or it's, it could be an ex. Okay, so you are definitely getting paid a payout that you've been waiting for. If you didn't expect it, it's coming anyway. So for some of you, you don't realize it, but and maybe that's the message, is some of you may need to go. Here's the world, by the way. Some of you may need to get online, and maybe this is your message. Go and see if there's any unclaimed cash that has not yet been paid out to you. It does take a minute, but you get it, right? So you're like happy that you stuck up for yourself and that you did not this time. Look at that. Yeah. You said, I am owed this, and that's that, and that's that. You had a conversation with someone. It could have been an old boss, like I said, or you wrote, or you documented. You have documentation. You communicated whatever you needed to and said, okay, well, if I have to take you to court, I will. Maybe someone stole money. I mean, that Seven of Swords is there. So let's not say that it's not there. So let's not say that it's not there. Someone could have said you stole it, or you said they stole it. Someone could have said, you've been holding on to this money. Oh my God. Definitely. Oh my God. Wow, look at that. So this has caused you some grief with regard to how hard you work and not getting recognized for it. How hard you may have changed jobs, you may have left just for peace of mind. Quite frankly, I don't blame you if that's your story. But you're like, you know what? This experience, you may not see it now, or you do this month of November, where you're like, this really taught me a huge lesson in sticking up for myself. Not that you wouldn't, but I also feel like you did it so eloquently. You know, you had documentation, you've had paperwork, you've had receipts, notes, accountability. You know, someone said, right? Someone said, maybe they challenged you, right? Someone could have challenged you and said, I don't owe you Jack, right? Someone's name could be Jack. I don't owe you anything. And then you're like, okay, well, look at this file. I've documented everything at the time that I worked for you, at the time that I was working at your place. And here it is. So you do have a case, for sure. You do have a case that has been pending perhaps for a while. And it hasn't been easy, just waiting. Oh my God, waiting like crazy. Oh my God, right? Your energy's been totally expended. It's like, I am done with these people. I am done with this place. I am done with this job. I'm done with this boss. I'm done. Wow, Aries. You're like, I am done with these people who lie and try to steal and have stolen or falsely accuse me of things that I have documentation here for. And so I feel that you waited long enough for some of you, and you may need to get a little more aggressive. Maybe you did get aggressive, right? You're like, I've been waiting and waiting. But I don't feel that they knew how accurate your files are, your notes, your receipts. Like, you know, on June 22nd, you know, I did this, this, and that for you. These are the receipts that I paid to do something for you or for a boss, right? And I didn't get paid for it. And now I know better. You are protected. This is Archangel Michael. You are protected by Spirit to receive rightfully what's deserving of you. And it has made you stronger, as difficult as people judge, continue to judge. For others, I mean, it is not only about a job perhaps, and or the law, or something to do with having it be fair and right, about maybe it's out of a court of law, could be a conversation between you and your boss in general, maybe not taking it so far as to court, but some of you are. But I do see judgment and justice, which is like, listen, this is totally unfair. And don't judge me, don't blame me for things that I didn't do, I didn't say, and I have proof. So there could be like a come to Jesus moment with regard to an old boss, an old job, an ex, even a family member, quite frankly. Your circle of friends are diminishing. Some of you, your circle of friends is diminishing because they're the ones that went behind your back, didn't believe you. Maybe they didn't believe you. But you're protected. I mean, look at this. You have angelic guidance, right, back to back. So you do have, you have not only your spirit guides, etc., backing you up, but you also backed yourself up by taking notes and writing things down. And even to the point, okay, I'm hearing even to the point of taping conversations, which is kind of bizarre. But I feel like you knew the capacity and capability of someone's, you know, I don't see the devil, but I'm going to say devilish ways. Maybe a boss or a, you know, or an organization, maybe they're not financially as viable as they used to be, not giving out raises, making people work harder, you know, and they don't have the money. So for some of you, you do have a beautiful love connection that really backs you up. You do have someone that you want to give your love to. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So I don't feel this is an ex that did that to you. I feel this is separate. It's definitely separate. This is you wanting to go and give a huge love offer to someone who you feel is your soul connect. Let's see what that means. Yeah. Some of you have found a new love, right? And that literally purported you to that volcanic eruption, what happened with a boss and the money and or whatever has happened in your past. Now you're reaping the rewards of being the good person, biding your time, being aggressive, assertive in the sense that I do have everything documented, etc. And now love comes in as a reward, if you will, of karmic reward. Some of you own iguanas, or you have an iguana or a lizard, whatever, as a pet. I mean, you have luck of the draw here. So in love, it's luck and faith, having faith. So some of you may be praying that love comes in. Like, we're talking sacred love. We're not talking, I mean, this is how I read. The Lover's card is like a soulmate, but the soul connection card of the Two of Cups for me is the real deal. Like, the Lover's card for me is under the horizon, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, solar plexus, which is all below the horizon, which is all, you know, power, money, you know, the materialistic world, if you will, the underworld, right? Of what we've been raised and or been programmed, pre-programmed to feel that this is the real deal. Like, you know, you meet someone, there's instant attraction. Oh my God, I'm in love. That's all the illusion. But when we hit the Two of Cups, we hit the heart. We get past that love, the physical attraction, the chemistry. It's not that it's not there, but we've jumped paradigms to where we want to get to know someone for real. And that's who you have a clear belief that you deserve and or you're going for. You're going after a new love, a soul connection. You're praying that maybe you find someone or you have your eye on someone and you're praying that they won't run away. You're praying that the same stuff won't happen over again. Some of you are like kind of in your headspace about this. Like, I'm praying that, you know, it won't turn out bad. So when you have these two cards, Aries, just saying, put this in perspective, in your own perspective, not in anyone else's, because you could have some negative thoughts, fear for sure, of maybe for some going back to resolve someone's connection that is very deep love. And maybe you want this commitment. You want this person to say yes, perhaps even. Maybe you have been together with someone for a minute and you ended up separating for a while. And now you're praying that you can get back that person or go back to and offer love and start over. And you're fearful. So your mind, with this faith, you know, you have here, right? What do I say on my, if you've been watching my weeklies, faith over fear. And this is here. So that's what Spirit's saying. Don't incorporate crap in your head, because that crap in your head is going to ruin a beautiful union. And maybe it already has. Let's see. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, should I entertain this person that I feel really closely connected with me? Did I sabotage it before? What happened? And is it going to happen again? And why does it keep happening? Because you're trying to learn. Let's hope that this thought process, this mindset that keeps you bound by fear, you can overcome it through your faith and the life experience, the knowledge that you've attained over the course of time, right? You're dealing with someone who's very confident in who they are, very independent. This could be you, but you're totally independent. Or the person that you're interested in is very independent. And you just want to get together. So some of you are going to reach out for sure, because what for others, or you, or what have you, however it resonates with you, the issue is, I really want this soul connection for sure and for real, but I feel like the fear is, if you don't go back now, or if you don't get into the relationship you know can be a heartfelt relationship, the heart center knows that you want this person and you want a new beginning. Otherwise, you're scared someone else is going to snatch them. And someone's financially very independent. You have 2 3s here. 3 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. So this could be someone you're working with. Maybe they owe you the money, or it's about, some of you it is about child support. Yeah, and look at victory. So the sun came out before, and now we have the 6 of Wands. It's beautiful. You're going to be victorious. Don't worry how it's going to play out, right? Why do they want me to say the devil's in the details? The details. Those are really important. And for some of you, you do have 2 kids. You have an air sign and or another fire sign child. That could be also the child support. Maybe the money of the child support is changing. Or you're done paying child support and you're like, hallelujah, I'm done. I'm out. I don't have to pay anymore. I paid my dues, right? Due diligence. I did what I needed to do. And it was a struggle for sure. because you got people getting in your business. They're in your business, I'm telling you. So you're like, you know what? I'm going to separate myself from these people who are really nosy about my finances, about my love life, about my money, where I go, what I do, how I spend my time, who I truly love and who I truly value. You're not telling anybody your business, nor should you. You're leveling up. You're taking your time. You are definitely very patient. Some of you, spoiler alert, want to get married, want to offer marriage to someone, want to tell someone that you might have left at some point that you want this for real, this commitment, this future. Some of you are getting hitched or saying, I want to move in together. Some of you have a doggy. And you do have 2 children here. You guys want a new beginning. So for you guys, and especially with this 8 of Cups here, this full moon that we have had in Aries is really coming into a new identity for you. For you, it's all new beginnings. For you, it's okay, who have I become over the course of time through experiences that led me to become who I am at this point in time. You have a beautiful rainbow. You've definitely have the butterfly of transformation. You've totally been through a huge transformation. I do love this card. I do love this card because he doesn't have a face. Knowing, right, for some of you, knowing that your identity isn't necessarily based upon the money you make, the stuff that you own. I feel like you've graduated from that for whoever this relates to. I feel like you jumped paradigms and there's more to life now that you want. Even to the point, and I'm going to say it, even to the point where, do you remember when we were kids, right? I'm talking like 7, 8, 9. And it was like, we didn't have to worry about, you know, aging, wrinkles, you know, how we're going to maintain our youth, as well as just being the innocent child of, after we go through a lot of stuff in life, your identity, Aries, has brought you back to a time of your childhood that you loved, where it was innocent, where it was playful, where it was very loving, where you didn't have to wear makeup, for those out there, whomever, where it wasn't about the stuff and the money. So you've graduated. You've leveled up. And that's the finances from your previous karma is facing you right now. Because congratulations. Absolutely. Congratulations. You've made it. You made it through that part of your life where I've done my work. I've done the work. I've worked hard for what I have. I don't need to have that whole illusions of grandeur. I want to go back to being the child within, where I can be happy with a glass of wine and some grapes, where I can be happy in the park, taking a walk, going by water, just chilling. That's what I've learned here. I've learned that the simplicity of my life, because you've healed your childhood wounds with regards to your finances, by whatever it is that you've been going through here. Because this is where we can't seem, or you haven't been able to get out of that negative, like I said, with the Five of Swords. This bubble of what you tell yourself, how you talk to yourself, the negativity that swirls over and over again. It's like a broken record player, right? And that keeps swirling in your head, and that's what you have attained. Some of you dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? Or a divorce. And like I said, it's child support, whatever. All I know is that has kept you in this bubble of negativity and not thinking that, you could ever attain this freedom. This is freedom. And it's not just financial freedom. Some of you, it's financial freedom for your kids, okay? Someone has paid and is done paying. Someone may say, there's just a little more left to pay. But for others, it's like, this is a new day. And I'm going to go for it. I'm going for it. Because we've worked out the kinks. We want the equanimity that life brings to us when we've taken our time, when we've realized that spirit has our back, when we realize that going with the flow instead of the natural tendencies of being overly aggressive, overly demanding, rambunctious, those things change when you get to the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. Life has changed for you. It won't be the same again, nor should it, nor should you want it to be. Ever again. We're going to take this, we're going to take these external conversations that surround you. These could be your circle, right? They're going away. They're going away. And for some of you, this new love, or this person that you want maybe to come back into your life, that is your heart, has your heart, so to speak. Some of you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could be sun, moon, and or rising, or if you have it in your chart, check where it's at. However, it's all about giving your holy grail of love when you're ready, when you've reached the pinnacle of compassion, right? This Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio has already leveled up and only speaks of love. That's why she's here. Right? Leveled up. The arrows of love come to those who know their own worth through love, not money. through time, not mind. Minding, being in your mindset was how you went into hermit mode so that you could free yourself, which you have. And no, it hasn't been easy. You're telling me again. It hasn't been easy, but you did it. Peace of mind. So then what happens? Well, let's see. Out of the blue, out in the cold, you don't want that happening again. I feel like you're fearful of that. Look at this. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn came in. Look at this. So because they both came out, I mean, I know I'm going through the whole deck, but they came out interesting where, I'll tell you, this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, it could be that you've taken them to court. This could be someone who you're an old boss, because you're still waiting for that money to come in. So out of the blue, I feel like you've been redirecting your energy with the Eight of Wands. You've been, Aries, redirecting your energy toward love, toward compassion, toward giving your love, toward childhood love, toward being playful and not worrying about it anymore, and kind of like in the back of your mind, yeah, it's been there with the Eight of Swords. Yeah, of course it's there. But you kind of like gave it a chance to rest and to forget about it for a while. Or for at least until something would come up again. So the Five of Coins, someone was like, I'm not paying you. They have the money. It could have been like a job that you love to do. Look at that. Now we have a Queen and King of Cups. Look at that. So what does that say? What does that say to you? You're purposefully being detained with this money that's owed to you. The detainment is because of this. Because Spirit's saying, what's more important to Aries? Is it about the money or is it about love? Because we have the Two of Wands, which is your card, and you have two different parts there. Do I want to choose love or money? And how do we meet in the middle of the horizon? So from the horizon down, we said 3D world of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Finances, money, hungry, power, greed, whatever. And then above the horizon, we're like, oh my God, I get it now. It's not just about the money, it's about the time and the love and the compassion and the loyalty and who I really want to spend my time with, my Two of Cups with. So this is what it looks like, and here's the horizon. Above the horizon is the heart, the throat, speaking our truth, knowing what we want. And this is what you're dealing with, because what is it that you value more? Have you been the Aries that works their butt off? Because we've been pre-programmed to think there's not enough ever. You're releasing yourself from this. And no, it's not easy. Absolutely not. There is nothing easy about this right here. You've been through it all. you've been through the overworking and not making the money, loving the job, some of you not liking the boss, loving the job. But this came out to be your holy grail of love overrides it all. No doubt. No doubt, because there are times in our lives when we had many times in this last cycle that you've been through, which this is your karmic lesson, is to choose love over. The value of love cannot be valued by money, but valued by the time that you spend, the memories that you make, and who holds your heart near and dear, who is near and dear to your heart. And then the magic happens. We reap what we sow, right? We realize that you've taken yourself out of all these toxic behaviors, all the mindset that swirls around, and the people that you've dealt with, right? Exactly. You know your worth. You know you're worthy of. You're worthy of that Holy Grail. You're worthy of. Now, this is a new foundation. The palace of Mother Earth, right? The palace of pentacles, so to speak, is not about pentacles. It's about the value that you place in life and how you have placed so much of your time. I'm going to say it. So much of, not all of you, but so much of many of you, your time has been wasted working your ass off and not focusing and really loving your life with your spouse and or your kids. And that's what people say. What people, Athena? Near-death experiences, NDEs. That's what they say. They come back and they say, oh my God, I've been given another chance to spend more time with those that I really love and that are near and dear to my heart. And I'm not going to waste another second worrying about how much money I have or what I don't have, but doing with what I do have, being grateful and appreciating it. Right? So for those of you that are going to court, you're going to get your payout, and it may be bigger than you expected. And that's where the magic happens. I'm serious. The magic happens when you release the greed, the power, that pre-programming in our heads that says work harder, that says you don't have enough money, that says why don't you have a bigger house? Why don't you have a better car? Why aren't you buying all labels, designer labels? Those days are going away. The American dream now is about getting out of the matrix and into your heart. Getting out of the matrix. Getting out of the matrix. Masculine and feminine, right here. And going after what you know you want. Now we have the Queen Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini was really coming in strong in some of the other cards that came out, but I didn't mention Gemini. But she was there, right? You know, you already know. Building a future with someone is not about how much you have, but what's in your heart. And not just going after, not just having that physical connection. Now this particular card that comes out is going to be oh so important, right? This one's speaking to me. And that's what I'm talking about. The physical needs. This is Palace of Wands. And that's below the horizon. That's over. The need for, oh my God, I have to have the trophy. She has to look good. She has to smell good. I'm just using that as an analogy. He, same thing. They have to be sexy, sexy. That's over. And it's not that you don't want that. Let's get that straight. But you're rising up. You're leveling up the playing field. This is twice here. This is in the 11th hour. Seriously, in the 11th hour. What has the power to sustain your heart? That's what matters. This is your card. That's what matters. A new cycle beginning, a new identity, and now you have a face. And the face that you have, right? Because look at, they brought in because you needed to conquer what it is of your past, what you wanted, what you thought you wanted, the external, the looks, the money, the power, the status, the cars, the this, the that, the labels. You said, no, that's not what makes me happy because I've lost a lot of time. And now in the 11th hour, you have a chance to regain and position yourself being back empowered in your own rightful place. This is so sweet, right? So you chose love. You're choosing love. You're choosing that Two of Cups. And now you've been through it all. So this karmic thread has been severed. Because the paradigm shift that has happened, Aries, was that you lost yourself. You lost yourself in the illusion of time, money, power, greed, working too hard, overworking, overgiving, being slapped out in the cold, being criticized, being judged by those that you really did think loved you and you loved. fighting over money, this destruction, this mindset needs to break open. The explosion that happened was that your reality, you had to face yourself. We all do. And you lost yourself in that dark night state of the soul. You lost yourself in that whole matrix of wanting more, more, more. And it's got to look good, and it's got to taste good, and it's got to this and that. But then the light went on. And you've chosen love. What a great, and if it's whatever, even if this is not about the financial as much as it is maybe a divorce. Maybe you married for money, or someone married you for money. Maybe it doesn't have to be a boss, that Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But the way that your mind was working overtime, trying to gain, like be 10 steps ahead of the game in work or having enough, trying to, it's like, what is it? It's like the hamster keeps going around, working hard, work harder. That's the matrix. And that's why they say work harder, not smarter. Why? Why do they say work harder, not smarter? Or is it work smarter, not harder? It's both. It's actually both. So this is what you have graduated, you have attained, you have achieved, and you've become yourself again. But in another, you've been enlightened. You've gotten yourself out of the matrix of needing all that stuff and into your heart. Some of you, it has taken a loss of a job and or exes, whatever. But you clearly were given the chance to choose, and you have chosen love. I love you guys. What a great reading. Have a great month. Comment below and let me know. Take care.